Good evening with your CIGTV news update. This is Simon Boxall in for Donna Bush. In our top story, Professional Development Week wrapped up at the Grand Cayman Marriott today. Organizers say some 400 civil servants registered to attend the training sessions. Over the course of 3 days, Premier Alden McLaughlin and Finance Minister Marco Archer led a list of distinguished speakers that included many representatives from the private sector. During his presentation, the Premier stressed the importance of preparing civil servants to respond to global challenges.
So with all of that said, I will let you get on with the rest of your day and this conference. But I want to remind you that this government, which I am honored and privileged to lead, remains committed to offering training to its public sector staff so that each of you can continue to exercise your duties at top and optimum levels. It is my hope that through this conference you will walk away better able to manage with less and use this as an opportunity to network and to take away ideas from your colleagues on how to manage creatively. To return to essentially the theme of my address. No, we do not know the outcomes of Brexit, nor do I have some insider information which will help me determine where all of that is going. Nor do we know what the outcome of the election of Donald Trump means to the New World Order. But we do know that it means significant change. In this sea of uncertainty, I believe that these Cayman Islands are well poised to grasp the opportunities that this presents, to continue to position ourselves as an increasingly attractive jurisdiction in which to work, live, and do business.
Professional Development Week is an annual event organized by the Cayman Islands Institute of Professional Accountants in tandem with the Civil Service College. CIGTV will re-air a number of the 2016 presentations beginning next week. In other news, Cayman Airways is having a busy and hectic year, adding new routes to its schedule and upgrading its fleet. Tourism Councillor Mr. Joey Hugh recently stopped by the CIGTV studio to share the latest news from the national airline.
This has been an exciting year for Cayman Airways. Last fiscal year, Cayman Airways posted a profit for the first time. This year we've had several record-breaking months. I think the month of July, with the introduction of the daily flights to Dallas, we have seen one of the busiest months that the airline has ever encountered. And we've also seen an increase in passengers over to the sister islands. So on the back of that, we will be expecting the arrival of our new SAB, a second SAB, next week. We think Tuesday we'll be introducing it into the route. And this will create a more reliable service and continuous service to the sister islands, and also gives us the opportunity to run excursions to nearer islands as well. We also anticipate the arrival of our 737-800 in December, and so we should see that new plane coming into the route in early January, I would think, maybe at the end of the month, and that will provide us with a larger capacity on some of our bigger routes, internet, free Wi-Fi on the plane, etc. So we are really excited about this, and of course this is the first phase of a 3-year phasing out of all of our older planes and introduction of a new Cayman Airways fleet.
Cayman Airways announced its plans for fleet modernization in April of this year. In our final story, a very special garden has come to fruition at the HSA. Located on previously undeveloped land next to the chemotherapy unit at the Cayman Islands Hospital, the Memorial Garden honors former Health Services Authority staffer, the late Chelsea Doxey.
The project started following the death of a much-loved colleague and friend, Miss Chelsea Doxey, who died in her 20s from ovarian cancer after a 2-year battle. Before she died, she asked me, Miss Debs, please make sure that people remember me. And I made a promise to her that we would try and make sure that happens. After she died, I approached the HSA and the Cancer Society and asked for permission to build a garden on this plot, which used to be just an undeveloped piece of land. The garden serves twofold. It provides a lovely setting for patients that undergo their chemotherapy treatments at the adjacent building here. Those chemotherapy treatments are often over many, many hours, and it allows the patients to come out and stretch their legs and use this lovely facility. And the garden also allows us to keep Chelsea's memory alive for her friends and family, and anybody else that wants to come and use the garden.
Work on the project began in early October with HSA staff and Chelsea's family members clearing the site, and a local architect designed the garden.
So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everybody involved with this garden. Everything that you can see around you has been donated. Thank you to all our donors, all the volunteers that gave up their time for free to build the garden, to the staff that volunteered on their days off to come and help. Without these people, it could not have been possible. This really was a community effort. Thank you, everybody.
Completed in mid-November, the garden features a brick walkway, gazebo, and a memorial stone wall with a plaque dedicated to Miss Doxy. The wall is also open to family members wishing to pay tribute to loved ones they have lost as a result of cancer. If you missed today's news update, you can get all the details on our Facebook and YouTube channel, and we invite you to tune in to Radio Cayman's For the Record and Talk Today shows, week mornings and days. For now, I'm Simon Boxall. Thanks for joining us and have a great weekend.